After you finish transfer the fund, then you can exit. And if like they mentioned the data will be lost, do you want to exit editing? Just click on yes. The journal entry is already saved. Oh, you don't worry. So yes. And now I will skip step 6 is a checking the fund transfer. Okay, I will move to section step 7, create the invoice receipt for the rental expense. And this one we are using, so is FB60. Similar, right? So it's another type of entry, but not a regular journal entry. So simulating the receiving the invoice. So we confirm the invoice, and in the meantime, is like create the accounts payable to the vendor. And this transaction you can see especially is an invoice, and the vendor used the one we just created. So use 4. And the invoice date is today. And amount is 1,500. So similar, but not the same. Okay. And then in the bottom, and here we will put the rental expense. We only need debit, right? You can see there is no by default, because if you're recording an invoice means we incur an expense but not paid. So it will be creating the vendor payable. And the account, we are going to use the expense account we just created. For me, is this rent expense. So it's debit, and amount will be 1,500. But be careful, this is related to managerial accounting. For most of the expense account, when we make a journal entry, we need to let the SAP system know which department or which function this expense should be recorded, rather than a general expense. So that's why in the instruction ask you to put some information under the cost center. So how to find the cost center? So just scroll to the right, or use this scroll bar to the right, and you see this is the cost center. So cost center means where we are going to, which account we are going to accumulate this expense. So just to follow my, you have different cost centers is already configured, but we are going to use a general administration. So use NAAD. You already have it, but after you type the first 4 letters, you should also have something pop up as a prompt. This is the NAAD. You can see follow 1 pound, pound, pound. Or you can say 10, then your company code. So NAAD 10, then your company code. You only have this. So means this rental expense will be put down for this, is responsible for this cost center, by this cost center. Then after that, I'm going to do the simulate. One more time. Oh, vendor, let me see. Let me search. YouTube. Oh, this one. Okay, probably they use a different. Oh, okay, 10. Be careful. Yeah, this is kind of tricky. So the vendor, even IC4, be careful. Okay, the vendor, you do a search, you found, you can see you have this 100014. So let me try one more time. Okay, how I found. I thought it's 4, but I just use the search term. Remember the search term is your company code. Or if you put 002, if you put 3 digits, okay, but I put 2 digits. So found, I have 2. This is the Chico. This is the vendor we used in the purchasing, but remember this is the Eden prior one, okay, prior one. And it's not showing the code, that's fine, just adopt it. And now you are showing, this time should be right. Okay. Now simulate. Okay, now it's become correct. And this one is also 100. This is the vendor, the landlord account. Okay, and then we post. So this is a different entry. Okay, it's the invoice, not the general journal entry. Then step 8. So I'm going to exit. Step 8. Step 9 is a double check. Okay, display and checking the different account balances. You can do it by yourself. And I'm going to finish step 10, post the payment, and then create the financial statement. This is the same payment as we did in the purchasing package. Okay, F-53. So use today's date. And then reference, but this should be the same. Okay, remember the one bank account data, use the one we created. 6. I have 00, like you use a 1. Okay, you should have 10, like pound 5, and amount 1500. And the open item is your 11, the new vendor. Okay, the 1. So I have 4. You should add this. Okay, 100014 something. Oh, the same one we used in. Oh, if you forgot, do another search. So 02. And I only have this Eden Prairie. Yeah, it wouldn't show you the general the purchase vendor. Okay, so this is the correct one. Or you can click the automatic search and process open item. And remember, no discount. Okay, ignore this cash discount information. We have no unassigned balance, then you can post. Now you see you have a second post. And remember, the first payment we made for the purchasing, that's the 0, right? That's your second outgoing payment. I already posted and exit. So I will finish this, all of these invoice and payments, but now let's simulate. Then step 11 and 12 is checking the different balance again. And I will do section 13. Okay, so show how to run the financial statement. Okay, briefly. Remember, so far we have completed the purchasing transaction, the sales transaction, and this financial accounting module. When we run the financial statement, it should show all of the transaction. Okay, like we have completed. It's like your end of the month financial statement. So the transaction code, they didn't put it here, but I will follow the manual path. So under the main menu, we will use the accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, information system, general ledger reports, financial statement, cash flow, general, actual comparisons, and then financial statement. Oh, we do have a transaction code. So if you like, you can make this as a favorite. Now I can directly click on here. So put your chart of account GL02. I believe then US02 for the company code, or 02. And here the financial statement version use the GL00, the parent one, or this one. be careful, you cannot use your own. Just to put a GL00 and 2022 posting period and 2021. The instruction have 2019, be careful because we are updating or use, because for current year, the past year is 2021, even you don't have any data. For the instruction, it needed to be updated. And we use the ALV, like ALV trade control. This is just the format for the financial statement. Then execute. If the GL00 doesn't work, so let's use, I think there is one, the US something. Oh, this one. So use BAUS with the financial statements. This needed to be updated a little bit. So BAUS and okay, and execute. And ignore this. Okay, so click on. What's the second? Oh, okay. So expand. Okay, initially you see there is no account, but expand the accounts not assigned. All of the account receivables and payables we have settled. So we only have, you can see we have 2 bank accounts. For me, okay, like you should have like the 5-1, 2 bank account, the inventory and the sales revenue. Oh, yeah, rent expense and the cost of goods sold. The accounts receivable and accounts payables we already collected or paid off. So you don't have any reconciliation account, but you see we have the balance sheet account first. So the 2 bank account and 1 inventory. The inventory, think about why is 900. I'm not answering here. Think about why the inventory balance is 900. And then sales revenue is 1,000, and rental expense 1,500, and the cost of goods sold is 600. Think about how you got these numbers. And this is the current year, and the comparison year is last year. We don't have any information. Okay, so there's no comparison actually. But imagine if you have some prior year data, you quickly can see the change, right? So we got increase or decrease. So this is only one of the financial statement format. If you go back a little bit, so if you want to choose the other one, like for example, the classical list, you can see the format is a little bit different. This is more like a direct trial balance, right? So you directly see the account if you like to see it. And you can try the other, the grid format. You can see, I think if you think this is more clear, okay, this is more like, but anyway, it's not detailed. They have not really separated the balance sheet. You can see balance sheet, P&L means your income statement account. They have not separated, but you can easily, to do that later. But this is kind of, so we use this whole SAP purchasing, sales, and this financial accounting to simulate a real accounting cycle you may experience in a merchandising or manufacture company. And I will stop here and we will discuss next week.